Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy Pronounce Me. Isabel here with my manga wrap up for February. Almost said March. We just started the month, it's not March. Wrap up time. February was a really good reading month. I feel like I'm warming up for 30 and 30. We'll talk about that soon. But because of that, I'm also working on that volume 1 vlog, which I've been talking about now for like 2 months. I read a lot this month in preparation for that video to come out. So you should be getting it in March, which is wild. By the end of March, I should have 0 volume 1s on my TBR. Besides digitals, those are not counting right now. I cannot do both. So for that, let's talk about my stats for the month, and then we'll talk about everything I read that wasn't a volume 1. Because I read a lot, and I didn't just read volume 1 this month, which felt really good. So I read 23 volumes in March for a total of 4,309 pages. My genre breakdown is so good. So I read 11 shojos, 3 shonens, 1 seinen, 5 joseis, 2 BLs, and 2 GLs. So BL, GL, I'm looping in any yaoi yuri titles together here. They all get bunched into one grouping. So I'm really happy about this. I think I did really good. It felt good to read this much and to read these, so there's that. And I've continued my streak where I'm trying to read a lot of the books I bring in the month before and the month following or the month after, with some leeway right now because of the volume 1 project. I obviously can't read everything I need to read in that time span right now. So on that note, let's talk about all the manga I read this month and how I'm feeling. First up, we have Seduced by the Demon King Volume 3. I picked this up ASAP. This was one of my redemptions for my punch cards, and honestly, I really enjoyed this. I think this is a fun continuation of the series. I'm excited for the next volume, which will be the finale. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm 99.9% sure this ends at 4. But yeah, I really like this. I think the couple that's dynamic has been really fun to continue to see grow and how that all is working. She is literally rebirthed from their prior life, and he's stayed the same demon, and he finds her every time and is making her fall in love with him this time for good, for realsies. So that was really fun and I enjoyed it a lot. Then I read everyone's favorite green Yuri, which is the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. Volume 3. I have no idea when we're reading 4, so I just try to read these pretty quickly after they come out, so I am just ready for the next one. And I really loved this volume. I thought we had a really good growth here between the two of them, as well as growth around like what they want out of life and things. I also love that we got to see Mitsuki kind of like start playing music and exploring that, and I just thought that was really sweet. Aya's definitely still navigating her feelings and they both are navigating how and what this confession is going to look like, but I love them. I'm going to be really upset if that manga ends up like diving off a cliff. Then I finished a series, which was The Yakuza and His Omega Raw Desire. This is volume 4, the finale, obviously, because I finished the series. This follows their marriage, and I don't know. I'm debating if I'm keeping the series or not right now. I love omegaverse. We know this. It's one of my favorite things. But this really struggled for me because it felt like we either needed one more volume to fully flesh out the plot or to shrink it down a volume and lessen the plot at the end of the day. So I'm not sure what the right choice would have been, but I would have loved a choice to have been made here versus what we got in this volume. It felt a little disjointed for an ending. So I was left a bit disappointed at the end of the day for how this wrapped up. Then I continued a series I've been freaking loving. And in fact, I bought volume 4 today. So it'll be in my March haul. And that is Fall in Love You False Angels. I read volumes 2 and 3 for this one. A really fun high school romance shoujo. Our heroine is someone different outside of school, as is our hero a little bit. And they are navigating the fact that she confesses her feelings to him in volume 3, and he doesn't know what love feels like. The end of volume 3 in particular, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to get volume 4 immediately and read it soon. So that's what happened. I love the art in this also. I will say one of the standouts of the series for me is the art. It is fan-frickin-tastic, but I also just love their dynamic. They're really funny together. They're also like their true selves with each other, which I think is really special. Then I read The Invisible Man and His Soon-to-Be Wife, volume 6. This is a recent release. I'm excited to be current. I really love this series. I think this is my kind of slice of life. There'll be a whole conversation, that volume 1 vlog about slice of life and what works for me. This in particular works for me. One, it's spaced out as far as being released, and I think that helps. But I also think the art and just the setup here is really fun and interesting. It's very different for a slice of life. I do want to watch the anime. I know that's coming out now, but I love these two. They're just so sweet. They fully moved in together, and they're navigating their new like life together in that way. And I just think it's really fun, and I love my sweet babies. Next, I read A Suitable Fetish Volume 5. This one left me feeling so mixed. Not because I'm mad about it, but because I'm really, really curious where we're going. I'm not really sure what Volume 6 is going to hold, if we follow these same people or if we're going to pivot again and follow the other couple. But if we're following them, I'm hoping for a good resolution. Not sure if I'm going to get it or not, but either way, I really, really, really enjoyed this and had a fun time with it. This continues to be one that I just really enjoy. It's them exploring different kinks, and I like how different it is. The last physical I read was Bride of the Barrier Master, Volume 5. I also really, really loved this one. I think this is one of those series that I adore. I think it's the right mix of paranormal for me and magic stuff. Our heroine's sister has moved in with them, and they're kind of navigating that situation and her trying to get him to divorce her, and he just will not. And I think it's it's very silly and fun, and I love a silly fun time. So this is delivering for sure. Okay. And then the last thing I read was Nina the Starry Bride, Volume 16. 17 came out this month, so that's in my haul technically. I think it was this month or in late January, somewhere in there. I don't know. But I was like, oh crap, I gotta read Volume 16. It just came out. So I did read Volume 16. I enjoyed it. I am getting nervous for our wrap-up finale here. I feel like we are in the final arc. And I could be wrong. I have no idea how long this series is. I've not looked. I don't want to know. I mean, one of y'all can tell me in the comments, but I've not looked. I feel like plot-wise, we're really, really moving. So I'm very intrigued to see what that means for us as readers. All right, let's talk about my tiny little haul this month. I did really good. This is my haul. You can see one of the books, but that's fine. So I had a handful of pre-orders that I did keep come in this month. And I did pick up 2 things at the store. First up, I did get Winter Wolf Volume 2. I will be reading this soon. This is like my treat when I finish my Volume 1 vlog, I decided. So it's kind of just staring me down. Like, you need to read those last 15 or so that you have and read me. So hopefully soon. I'm very excited. I love this cover. I'm very excited. Then I also got Volume 3 of Failure at the God School. I still need to read Volume 2, so soon, maybe. Next we have Cheeky Brat Volume 16 that came in. I'm excited to continue this. I have 15 and 16 to read right now, so. Next I have We Can't Do Plain Love Volume 4. I'm very excited for this. This is another one that I've kind of got set aside as a treat to read once I finish my Volume 1s, because I've been dying for Volume 4 in this one also. What a cover. Last but not least, I got Hitting Rewind with You Volume 1. Thoughts will be in the Volume 1 vlog. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Thoughts will be in that Volume 1 vlog. So yeah, that's everything I read in the month of March, in the month of February. I'd love to know if you had any standout reads for your manga reads this month. Anything on your radar coming out soon, let me know down below. And if you don't want to do any of that, you can leave me, what emoji? Leave me a wolf emoji for the Winter Wolf book. We'll do that. You leave me a wolf down below. As always, I'll have links down below to be my friend anywhere on the internet that I am, as well as all of these manga I just talked about. And I will talk to y'all very, very soon. Bye!
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we wait.